Hi everybody, it's Leianne from Quilters Cupboard in Uxbridge, Ontario. Been a little while since I've had a chance to chat with everyone about batik fabrics, and we got some new ones in the store, so I'm here to share with some fun things we have going on at Quilters Cupboard coming up in the future. On the table in front of me here, I have my sample of a new block of the month that we're going to be offering. It's called Luminous. It's been put out by a couple of gals in the States, and it is written for using either regular tools or also using my favorite Studio 180 design tools. You don't have to have them, but I will be offering lots of information about extra tips and tricks over and above what they share in their pattern. The pattern is written with information for both directions of regular rulers or the oversizing technique and trimming down that is everything Studio 180. So this sample here, we actually will be kitting up in these fabrics. That's this beautiful line that we have here that you see. This is called Just My Type, is the line of fabric, and it's one of the new Island Batik fabrics that we've got in the store. I have chatted a little bit before about how we're bringing in lots of Island Batik fabrics, and this is another one of the lines that's come in, and it was featured in this Block of the Month pattern. Over on my right, we've got another line of Island Batik fabrics called Gatsby, mixed in with a couple of batik fabrics that we had here in the store, and we're going to offer the same kit for this in the Gatsby fabrics and with a light background, so that will give it a very different kind of look. If this is the kind of thing that you think you'd be interested in, but you like a lighter background, certainly much more traditional, but not a necessity. I like working with backgrounds. I find it really makes a lot of fabrics jump and glow, and quite like the look of that. So we'll have both of those available for kits for you. As I mentioned, it is written with both regular instructions and Studio 180 instructions. The rulers that you would be needing if you want to tuckerize it, love to use that word, tuckerize. It's where we take a regular pattern and change it up so that we're doing the oversizing, the trimming down. We're looking for the squared ruler and the wing clipper ruler and the tucker trimmer ruler. Very, very popular ones. These are the basics that I like to talk about people having in their toolkit. If you've done any classes with me, chances are very good that you've already got those rulers. You'll be able to put them to use again. This is a good thing. I like to be able to have lots of things to share with everybody to continue to use your tools. But if you're new to Studio 180 tools, these are great ones to start with. Very straightforward, lots of videos that Deb Tucker has out for use of how to use the actual tool itself to get the best results, etc. And like I said, I'll have some tips and tricks to go along with the Block of the Month kits and instructions that will go out to everybody. So there'll be all kinds of information coming out about that very soon. There'll be some in the email here with the video, as well as more information coming. We'll have registration, we'll have ordering for kits, we'll have fabric requirements. What if you like the looks of the pattern, but think that maybe batiks aren't your style, you want something a little bit brighter and fresher, or if you much prefer to work with regular cottons, you'll certainly be able to do that when you have the fabric requirements that we'll be able to share with you, and then still be part of the Block of the Month program with getting the monthly pattern instructions and using your fabrics or a different line, that kind of thing. I've had a couple of students say to me, Leianne, we really want to do a Block of the Month. We think we'd really like to do that. Give us something to look forward to coming in the mail, something to gear up for, etc. So I was very excited to be able to look at this and say, I think this would fit the bill for lots of us. A couple of things that I'm going to recommend as well that you think about. If you've got your strip stick, there's going to be some seams that we press open on this, and so this makes such a huge difference in pressing your seams open. This is the traditional one that we've always had, the 19-inch one. We got some new little baby 9-inch ones. Sometimes all you want to do is just press a block and just have a little space to press, so that guy's perfect for that. And then we got the great big fat quarter size. So this one is half your width of fabric. It measures 23 inches long. So you're able to lay out a big long part of your seam or a nice big block, that kind of thing. I really enjoyed making all of these blocks. There are different sizes, different quantities that you're making. You start with block number 1, the smallest, and make a few of those. Then block number 2, it gets a little bit bigger, right up to block number 6, the big feature one that is sort of what really draws your eye into the quilt, and then you move around it. They're all offset a little bit differently, different sizes of the background components. Turn your blocks on point. It's very visually interesting, and I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope that you guys will as well. And like I mentioned, we've got the Just by Type line of fabric in the store for making kits, and we'll have them available for sale after that, after the kits are all made up, and the Gatsby fabrics and the light background that's going to go with that. So I am super excited about running this Block of the Month program through Quilters Cupboard. Again, it's called Luminous. Watch for lots of information coming out on it, and I'm really looking forward to being a part of this with lots of you. So we're going to do a quick set change. I have some more things I want to chat with you about. It's a batik day, so there might be some more batiks involved. Stay tuned. And we're back. Through the magic of television, we have some new fabrics laid out here. So, still continuing with our batik day, we've got some new ones here to show you. More that's come in from Island Batik, and this is the Williams Garden line of fabric that was designed by Kathy Engel for Deb Tucker of Studio 180 Design. And we had chatted about this, I had chatted about this on our reindeer games, and we had offered some different fabric grouping bundles. And if you ordered some then, they'll be heading out soon. We have one more bolt that has yet to come in, and then we'll be able to send off all of the bundles that were ordered. But we're going to offer some of the bundles of fabric again for them. So if you were interested in fat quarter bundles this time, you can order some for just the water line as well as the earth line. We just kind of gave them those names just because one was a little darker and one was a little bit brighter, but these are the different groupings of them, and so we'll be offering fat quarter bundles of them, as well as then we'll have them available for sale in the store too. There's some beautiful colors. Shockingly, the kinds of colors that I really like to work in. I can't wait to think about what kind of projects I'm going to make out of my bundles of fat quarters. There's so many patterns out there that you can use with fat quarters and half meter bundles, etc. And scrapping them up with these bright colors will be a lot of fun to do. So this is the Williams Garden line of fabric from Island Batik, and also we brought in all the lights again. We tend to go through very quickly the lights on our batik wall, so it was important to us that we bring in a bunch of them again. Same thing, ones that we had on our reindeer games, and we had bundles of the warm tones and bundles of the cool tones, and we're going to have those available again in bundles, and beautiful tones and shades on them. So depending on whether you like to really work with cool colors of batiks or you really like warm ones, etc., they're just beautiful. Very nice to work with. I love the crispness and the feel of batiks. I love the color tones and the shading of them, etc. That's one of the reasons I'm particularly drawn to them, is the color, the tone, the feel of them. They tend not to have anywhere near the amount of stretch and give that a cotton does, so you don't get as much stretching and pulling when you're working with bias edges. And shockingly, when I work with lots of triangles and points and things and star points and all that kind of stuff, there can be some bias edges. So when they don't wiggle around as much, which is what batiks give me, is a bit more stability. Certainly using some Mary Ellen spray, any kind of a best press, starch component, that kind of thing, helps to stiffen up fabrics always, but I find that the batiks start out even that much nicer and stiffer, and the colors. I'm so drawn to the colors and the intensity of it, etc. So wanted to share with you that we've got them in the store, almost all of them. There's one more yet to come. It figures, doesn't it? When you've got a collection of 20 available, you get 19 bolts in the box. So stay tuned for that, but certainly we'll be able to let you pre-order some of the fat quarter bundles, etc., that we'll be having on the website. So be sure and check links through the email, check the website often. There's always so much that's happening and changing on our website. Check on it regularly and see what's going on there. lots to see, lots to keep us amused and entertained. Our hobbies are a good thing for us, and we want to be able to mix things up for our Quilters Cupboard customers regularly. So again, our Williams Garden line of fabric and our warm and cool light batiks back in the store and ready to go. We're excited about it. I'm excited about everything batik. It's January. It's time to tuck into our quilting rooms and have some fun producing lots of new things. Keep an eye on patterns. There are tons of new patterns that are always coming into the store as well from Studio 180 Design. So I've ordered a bunch of new ones. Check that often if you haven't been looking there lately. There's a lot of them that really feature a lot of light backgrounds. Their modern 180 line has some amazing, cool, interesting looking patterns that have lots of background. So it's a great way to work with a background that you really love, and bright colors, all that kind of stuff. So keep an eye on things that are happening on the website. And thanks for joining me for Batik Day. Didn't have to twist my arm to come and chat about this. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.